HOFet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Does this microphone sound different? It sounds different to me. Today is Monday, April 22nd, 2024. And this is episode number 779 of Barry on Deck. What the heck is going on with this microphone? This does definitely sound different. Let me fire this bad boy down a little bit. Oh, there we go. That's better.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, it sounded kind of weird. Got that fixed. Got a little bit of that bad boy. Oh, there we go. That's got a good mix to it. You sound nasally. Well, now that's just me. I'm just nasally naturally. I'm just, it's the old noggin. It's the big old nose there. But it sounded kind of off the microphone. I could hear stuff. But I think we're good now. I think we're good. Let me check one more setting here. Audio processing. Okay, I think we're good. I think we got it. Yeah, I don't know what I did my little neti pot thing. It's a whole deal. I go to the ENT because my nose is all jacked up. And, am I not live on Twitch? I sure is. I better be. Okay. Yeah, are we live on the tubes? Yeah, okay. I was like, am I not live on anything? But all right, we are. I was like, what the hell is happening right now? What's up? Hey, what up, FJ? Barry Laminack. Oh, we're going to get to that. Yeah, I have been going to an ENT and, I was like, bro, I got a deviated septum. And he's like, no, you don't. I was like, yes, I do. Hey, what up, Rudy Rod? Hey, I'm my Astros fan. Thank you for the 100 bits, buddy. And he was like, nah, you have something else. I was like, okay, well, what are you, a doctor? Like, as a matter of fact, I am. Let me tweet out the show real quick. Post. But we're trying to get it to where, like, I can breathe again normally. And he was like, because I've got this damn CPAP, and he's like, well, do you want to get off the CPAP? And I told him I can't really function with the CPAP. Like I don't like it. I don't like the CPAP machine. It's not my jam. I don't dig it, but it's such is life. And honestly, I can't really sleep well with it. And he was like, well, we could do the implant. You seem live, or this is a badass drunk dream. What are you talking about? You seem live. I am live. What are you talking about? Why wouldn't I be live? I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. But anyways, so but Nora had a good point, because I was talking about getting it, and she was like, well, if you're losing weight, which the last 4 days, Daddy has eaten so bad. She goes, you might not need the CPAP anymore once you lose weight. And I was like, well, that's a good point. She goes, so then you're going to get that damn implant and you don't need it. And then you just do a surgery for no reason. I was like, well, that's a good point. I don't know. So I don't know what the hell to do. But I just know sleeping with this mask on, and I get this accumulation of water, and it's waterboarding me and shit while I sleep. It's I hate it. I don't like it. So hopefully he can fix what ails me. He said, I know somebody had recommended like the balloon thing. He said he was going to do something where they shoot like radio waves or like sonic waves. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then he was like, for like 3 to 5 weeks, it's going to suck. That's how you get more viewers. Oh, really? Implants? Okay. No, I'm not getting titty implants, Cisco. It's what? It's the thing where you boop, boop, and then I don't know. Yeah, Sheila, go for an implant. Okay. I really don't like you guys. I'm not getting titty implants, gang. Okay. Okay. This is just the worst. This is what you guys think of me. And then I got to get titty implants to draw in the people. I can draw in the people without, I really can't. I really can't. If that were the case, the people would be here. Tony said C cups would look good on you, Barry. Well, first of all, bitch, I was up to B cups. So, not really. Jerk ass jerk. Apparently not. They're going to Sonabella the fat out of your nose. I don't even know what that means. You guys are just weird. All right. I don't even know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you mean. Let's have a good show today. Yo, what up? Free Band King 3? Hey, Big Barry Harry. That is not appropriate. I dig the new shirt. Oh, this is old, bro. This is the one. I made this one and it didn't sell. Nobody bought them. So I was like, oh, fuck it. We'll go back to the old design. But yeah, I made this one and nobody liked it. So I was like, okay. Whatever. Can't use my frequent flyer discount. What? I don't know what that means. I don't care to use my frequent flyer discount. What? I don't even know what this means. You guys are weird. And I have no idea what's happening right now, but I do appreciate everybody being here. What's up to AJB? He was first in the chat. Greatest decade in the history of the world for the next 2 hours. Well, he was first in this chat. I don't know if he was first overall, but he was first in this chat, and that's all I care about. Tony was first on Twitch. AJB was first overall. So suck it, nerds. Every one of you. I'm in a good mood. The wife stayed at home. We had wedding things, and, it's all good. I didn't get to go to the wedding, though. My niece got married on Saturday, and your boy had to work. And I hate missing family stuff like that. But got to do what you got to do. This weekend was crazy as far as comedy goes. So, and I want to say shout out to FJ. My dog, FJ, came out to the show that I had on Friday. Right there, he said it. He said, what's up, Barry Lemonneck? As that lady kept calling you. So, This weekend, you guys, this weekend was it was one of the most, I guess, interesting weekends in comedy that I've had. And I posted this on my Facebook wall. First of all, this past Wednesday, what was that? April 17? This past Wednesday, April 17, was my comedy anniversary. Then you can put my name on your arm. Oh no. That is definitely not going to happen, Rudy Rod. I'm not putting a grown ass man's name on my body. Okay? Not doing it. I mean, I would like with a marker, I would do a little hot tub stream. I'd be like, Rudy Rod, send in 10,000 bits and I'll write your name on my arm. This cat daddy. I'll do a little hoe ass stream. I'll do I'll sell my soul. I don't give a shit. No, but so my comedy anniversary, 11-year comedy anniversary was Wednesday. Free Band King said, have anybody said you look like Benzino? I don't think I've gotten Benzino. I got to look that up now. I swear to God, Free Band King, don't make me come at you. Oh, wow. I will have to fight you now. That is, of all the things that people have said I look like, no one has ever said I look like Benzino. Chat. Ow. Fuck. Chat. Everybody, we're jumping free banking in the parking lot. We're jumping him in the parking lot. I don't give a shit. Oh my God. Bro, what? This is who you think I look like? Fam. What? Bro, what? Hold on. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom this shit in over here. Hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. Bro, you bruh. Really? You ain't shit. You know what? You ain't shit for that. Really, bruh? Really, man? That looks nothing. That looks, I mean, nothing. Nothing. Chat. Put a 1 in the chat if I look like Benzino. Put a 1 in the chat if I look like Benzino. Thank you, Ian. I love you, buddy. Appreciate you. What up, John Dorier? Good to see you. Alex, thank you, buddy. What's up? God damn it, Band King. No one asked you. You're the one that said it. Amos said, nah. Benzino really doesn't have a neck. Thank you. I have a neck. I mean, I also have chins, but I have a neck too. Ian put a 0. Thank you, Ian. Do your lips like him. Was that it? Was that it? Was that it? Thank you, AJB. AJB said -1. Suck it, Band King. That's what you get. Cisco said 0. Donna says someone needs an eye checkup. Was that good, CC? I was trying. I was, huh? That was pretty good, right? He can pass as your mixed cousin. That's funny. Yeah, no one's ever told me that, bro. Honestly, no. I've had a lot of people come on this stream and tell me I look like some shit. Oh, damn it, CC. CC goes, there it is now. Good job. I've had a lot of people come on this stream and tell me I look like a lot of different people. Alex said, clip it. I've had a lot of people come on this stream and tell me I look like. I've had people come up to me at shows and tell me I look like people. I've never had anybody say I look like Benzino. Never. So, sorry. I think that's a rapper, Ian. Not a movie actor. I think that's a rapper. Anyways, let me tell you this about my weekend in comedy, and then we're going to get into some sports. I've got some non-sports for you that we didn't get to last week. I've got some sports adjacent stuff that we didn't get to last week, including and this was done by Complex Magazine. The 10 best signature sneakers that are out right now. And I've kind of looked at this list, but not really. So we're going to kind of go through it together as a group. And then, I think I looked at like the first 2 and I was like, oh, I'm going to save it for chat. I want to be able to give my thoughts right away. Like fresh off the cuff. So I don't have anything planned for that. I really haven't looked at it. We'll do it together. So we're going to go through that. Of course, it's NFL draft week. So we're going to start talking about that. I've got your headlines for you. I'm sure Ian will beat me to some of them, but I didn't do a lot. You know what I mean? We'll talk some NBA playoffs. We'll talk some Astros. They got our hopes up and then demolished them. And then, we'll talk whatever you guys want to talk about as well. Throw out some topics, ask some questions, whatever you want to hit on. No Jenny is mom today. My niece Taylor got married in New Braunfels this past weekend on Saturday. And of course, Jenny's mom was out there for the wedding and hasn't had a chance to make it back yet. So no Jenny's mom on the show today, unfortunately. So just me riding with you. I'm riding solo. So just me for the day. And then hopefully, do I have a guest for tomorrow? Let me look at the calendar. He just said, zip it. He ain't saying shit. Barry breaking down the new T Swift album. I haven't finished listening to it yet. I did get through Thank You, Amy. That's as far as I got. I was riding around with Nora yesterday. We were listening to it while we ran a few errands. And as far as I got was Thank You, Amy. And so far, that was my favorite. Amos said, okay, go into the tubes, bleep you glitching ass Twitch. So Amos, do this. Shut down Twitch and close the app and then reopen it. If it's still glitching, you may have to update it. And if it's still glitching, you may have to clear the cache on it. Are you on iPhone or Android? Which one are you on? Because I'm on it right now and there's nothing wrong with it. Like I use it just to kind of monitor Twitch, and it's fine right now. Nothing is glitching, and I mean I'm able to test 1 to 2 3. Yeah, it seems fine. Yeah, so I'm not seeing any problems. If you guys do have problems with Twitch and you want to stay on Twitch, which I do encourage you, I don't mind you being on YouTube. I do prefer, if you have a choice, if I had my druthers where you guys would be, it would be on Twitch, but that's okay. I have the YouTubes up for a reason. I'm thinking about trying Kick. Is that what it's called? Kick? Is it Kick? Yeah, that's that new one, right? Kick. I was thinking about trying that too, just to see what's over there, how that goes. And then maybe trying Facebook again. But still haven't tried TikTok yet, so we'll try that as well. Maybe IG Live. I don't know. We'll get into all that. I need to focus on that. Amos said did the update when I opened. Oh. You may have to did you close it and reopen it after you did the update, open it, then close it and reopen it? That might help. FJ said I accidentally watched the Haynes fight at Ojos Locos. Oh, accidentally, huh? Okay. I didn't watch it. Anyway, so we'll get to all that. But this weekend, first of all, shout out to FJ for coming out to my show on Friday. My show on Friday was at a soul food restaurant in Humble. And FJ didn't know. He was just like, oh, there's a gig and it's free. Well, I'm going to go. Alex said I closed it and reopened. No glitching now. There you go. So FJ was like, oh, yeah, this is different. And I always tell you guys, if you're thinking about going to a show and you don't see that it's at the Houston Improv and really that's probably the only case. You know what I mean? I would say if the show is not at the Houston Improv, even if it says Secret Group or The Riot, I would say still message me. I always suggest that because a lot of times I'll hop on a show or I'll hop on something just because or for maybe as a whatever. And it's not a show that I would recommend you go to or pay money for or waste your time to come see necessarily. But I'm doing it either for the stage time or as a favor, or maybe it just pays good, but it's a shitty show. There's a myriad of reasons why I would take the shows, but I wouldn't recommend it. You may not see me talk about it or post about it a lot, but I'll have it on my calendar. And inevitably, somebody will come to some of those shows and it's like, eesh. So I always recommend, hit me up. If you're like, hey, man, I'm thinking about coming to the show this weekend, I'll be like, yeah, I wouldn't go to this show or whatever. This one, though, I would have at least been able to explain it. Well, it's in a soul food restaurant. It's in Humble. You know, it's probably not going to be what you expect it to be as far as like a club show or this or that. That being said, though, for me, oh my God, it was so much fun because I think you guys know me well enough to know that I've been doing this 11 years now. And my audience, my crowds, the type of, I mean, I'm pretty diverse, right? And I think that was one of the biggest compliments I've been given in 11 plus years of doing comedy. Hey, thanks, Rudy Ron. In 11 plus years of doing comedy, that was one of the things the improv told me was there was a moment in time when the improv was calling me and like 4, 5, 6 gigs in a row. All I was doing was opening for gay comics, LGBTQ plus comics. It was a lot in a row. And I was like, hey, am I just now the new opener for gay comics? And they were like, no, actually, we just do that because you're so versatile. Like, we just love the fact that we can book you for any comic, for any type of crowd. And we know you're going to make them laugh and you can work that room and we don't have to worry about it. You're going to do a great job. You're going to get the same level of laughs, whether it's a black room, a white room, you know, Hispanic crowd, a gay crowd. It doesn't matter. Hey, what up, Cool Breeze? So yeah, you're versatile enough and we'd like that. I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool compliment. And so I pride myself on that. And I would say, like, if you asked me right now, what is my audience, right? Like, what is my demo? You know what I mean? Like, what is my crowd? Because I was talking about this with my social media manager. And I would say my crowd is probably men, but also couples between the ages of like 24 to 55. Right? Like, it's men because of the sports and crossover, but it's men, but it's couples ages 24 to 55. That's probably what I, perform best at. No specific race or whatever, just that. And that's probably what my current demo is. But if you asked me what my preference, if I could perform in front of any crowd on a daily basis, weekly basis, if you were like, Barry, if you had your choice to perform, Sean said people that hate 97.9. 97.9? Why would I perform in front of people that hate 97.9? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what that means. Oh, 97.5? No, that's not my demo song. Although, come to think of it, yeah, that might be my demo also. That's pretty damn accurate, Sean. Now that you think about it, I might have a secondary demo. That's funny. So, but if you ask me, like, who would you want to perform? If you could pick your audience that you got to perform in front of every weekend, what would it be? I'll be honest with you. It'd be a black crowd. I love performing in front of what you hear it used a lot, this term, but I love performing in front of urban rooms. I just love performing in front of black crowds. It's just I have the most fun on stage. It's when I'm truly, authentically me, the most genuinely me on stage. And I've only done it a handful of times. And when I say black crowds, I mean 95 to 99% of the room is black, right? When I open for John Witherspoon, when I open for Pops, when I opened for Damon Wayans, there's a room in Austin that my buddy Bryson Brown ran. The same thing. That was 100%. I was literally the only white guy. I did a show in Dallas that was ran by a buddy who, it was like Nigerians. So it was literally, again, I was the only white guy. So FJ said I stuck out like a sore thumb. So I mean, but literally in 11 years, I have maybe performed for an all black audience, like a 95 to 99% all black audience, a handful of times, 6, 7, 8 times. And that's when I say that, I mean, like, you know, Damon Wayans, it was like 5 or 6 shows, but I just count that as a weekend. So that was like a one time because it was a weekend gig thing. So Friday, though, I was so geeked up because Chris was saying, you said, I know some black people that don't think Nigerians identify as black. That's funny. But it was at a soul food restaurant. And the way I got the gig was I had performed at that Four Gents cigar bar, which Jen was like, oh, I know where that's at. So Jen, it was by her, that Four Gents cigar bar was at her house. And it's a black owned cigar bar. So it was a all black audience as well. And the guy that books it was like, after I did that show, he was like, oh my God. He's like, dude, you got to do my other room. It's a soul food restaurant. You would absolutely crush that, because that crowd at the cigar bar was like kind of eh. But he was like, dude, you got to come do my soul food restaurant. It's got 110 people and you'll kill that room. I was like, well, let's do it, shit. So that's where I was Friday. FJ came out, and y'all, when I tell you I had the most fun, I mean, I had so much fun on stage. It's rare that I get to go out and just, you know, just let loose and just, you know, not just do a show, but just, I don't know, have fun, be myself, perform, tell jokes, but also just kind of cut up. FJ knows, FJ's been to a lot of my shows. And I think FJ will tell you that was a different kind of performance. I think he could probably tell the difference. And I don't know, maybe he didn't, but I always can feel the difference. And even if you know, kind of know me, that kind of show, man, that was just so much fun. But it's an audience that I feel like I relate to more in many different ways. And it's jokes that are more personal for me in a lot of ways too. And it's jokes that I've always wanted to do, but I just don't, because a lot of the audiences that I perform for really wouldn't get it. They don't, there's a lot of jokes that I do that just, they wouldn't translate. They couldn't relate to. But the reason I bring that up is because Friday night, and first of all, shout out to FJ for coming to the show. But I bring that up because Friday night I'm at a soul food restaurant in Humble, 99% African-American crowd. Saturday, I'm with my buddy, Jerry Wayne Longmire. And I had a really good set. I felt like I thought I did well. I thought I had a good show. Based on everybody's feedback and what everybody said afterwards, I thought it went really well. I don't know. Maybe FJ will tell you otherwise. FJ said, I think the roast really broke the ice. Yeah. Oh my God. I was torching them fools. You've been there before, right? The food place? Never been there. No, it was called Houston This Is It Soul Food in Humble. I had never been there before. No. Nope. That was my first time there. But yeah, no, I just went up and started roasting everybody else that was on the set, on the show, because they were all making fun of white people. I was literally the only white dude performing on the show. The host was black. She was black. She was great. The first guy that went up was Hispanic and in a wheelchair. Yes, I roasted him too. Fuck that dude. And then the third comic was a black chick. So it was a black chick hosting, a Hispanic dude in a wheelchair, and then another black chick that was a comic, and then another Hispanic dude that was a comic, and then me closing it out. And everybody that went on before me, half their set was making fun of white people. So I was like, oh, hell no. In a room with no white people. So I was like, fuck this. I just sat over there making notes. I was like, oh, okay, bitches. Okay. And my first 5 to 7 minutes was just, oh, we're gonna get some shit straight. We're gonna get some shit straight. We're gonna get it right. Hey, what's up, Cheshire Cat? Oh, we gonna fix this. We gonna get this right. In fact, I thought my favorite line of the whole night, my favorite moment, Cisco said Barry had to represent for the whites. My favorite moment, FJ, I swear, bro, I wrote this. My favorite moment, the third comic with this black chick named Natia. She was great. She was funny, but she has had a kidney transplant, and she said she said she got the kidney from a white man, and she had all these jokes about white men, and she was like, these white men this and these white men that, and she started talking about white man dick and what white man's penis looks like and how a white man's penis looks like uncooked chicken. And I was like, this bitch ain't never seen a white man's dick before. What are you talking about? White man's penis looks like uncooked chicken? What kind of... First, I wanted to tell her, baby girl, I don't know what white man's penis you've been messing with, but you've been messing with the wrong white man's penis if it looks like raw, uncooked chicken. So she was just talking shit about white dudes and their dicks, and then she was one of the last, and I was like, okay. But my favorite line of the night is I went up there and I was like, as I'm going through my list of shit, I was like, Natia, I can't believe you had the nerve to get on stage and talk about white man's penises and how disgusting they are. I was like, that's some bullshit. You know what, bitch? Give me my kidney back. Man, that shit. Oh my God. That shit killed. I was so proud of that goddamn line. She's like, fuck you, I'm keeping it. Oh my God, that shit was so... It's like, as a comic, man, when you have that one little thing that just pops into your head at the last minute because you know, like, she got her kidney from a white dude. Oh, mwah. When I thought of it, I was like, oh, this shit's gonna murder. And it did. It was so fantastic. So it was fun, and I got video of it. I'm gonna try to chop some of it up and put it on the Patreon. So for those of you that are Patreon members and you couldn't make it, I'll try to chop some of it up for you and load it up on the Patreon later for you guys to watch. What did I say? The flyer popped up in my timeline. I was like, hey, that's Barry. Yeah, girl. What's up, Jen? Barry shaped it on stage. What? I don't know what that means. Glad Barry didn't find himself in a Louis C.K. trying to disprove her white penis theory. Now. Hey, what up, Jet? Good to see you, sweetie. So I'd say all that. I mean, I'm just sharing with you what happened. But what's crazy is, so I'm at this, I do that soul food restaurant gig. It's 99% black. And then I had booked a gig on Saturday, which is why I couldn't go to my niece's wedding. I had booked a gig with my buddy, Jerry Wade Longmire. And we were performing in Sour Lake. For those of you that don't know, Sour Lake is in East Texas, about 30 minutes outside of Beaumont. It's very country. It's very, very country. It's the most country. It is holy shit country. And this is not just country. I was performing at a place called The Revenant. Now, I thought The Revenant was a bar, a place where everybody knows your name. You know what I mean? I thought it was like, oh, that's like, you know, it's like an ice house or a whatever. Well, it turns out, what's up, Joe Pro? Joe Pro goes, Sour Lake, you got booked at the hardware store? No, gay country. No, John Dorier, it's not gay country. Well, it turns out that The Revenant is just a barn that was built on some dude's property. Hey, what up, Mark? that he was just like, you know what? It was originally supposed to be a man cave. And he was like, I think I just want to start having friends over and entertain them. And so he just started off by just having like it was a big thing with a stage, and it just got bigger and bigger, and he turned it into an entertainment venue. But it is in the middle of absolute nowhere. Let me see if I can find it on the map. Let's see. The Revenant. There we go. It's on Hobbs Warren Road. When I say it is in the middle of nowhere, ladies and gentlemen, flood warning. Oh, that's in. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say it's in the middle of nowhere, by God, I mean, this is where it's at. This is where it was at. So that red dot that you see right there. Yeah. So there's Sour Lake, right? That's 105. So there's Beaumont. There's Lumberton. There's Kuntz. And that's where it is. It's right out it's just in the middle of nowhere. And like when the guy goes, when you get to that Y in the road, he goes, oh, you didn't get all the way down to the Y in the road, did you? We were like, yeah, we went too far. He goes, oh, bro, did y'all hear banjos? We were like, what? He goes, yeah, them people down there, they don't send their kids to school. They don't have shoes. He goes, I should have told y'all, if you get to the Y in the road, please turn around and come back as quickly as possible because it's dangerous down there. We were like, what? Yeah, it was country. So we were there. And like, if you turn on the map, like you can see it was just country as shit. Okay, that's where it was. It was just on the dude's property. In fact, that was it right there. That's what we performed in. That building right there. Just a building on the dude's property. And if Joe Pro said, God damn, that really is nowhere. I'm telling you. So I go from a soul food restaurant in Humble that's 99% black. Thank God FJ went, or it would have been 100% black. 99% black to that gig on Saturday with Jerry Wayne Longmire. It was 100% white. I mean, 100% white. There was not that. There was all the performers were white. All of the patrons were white. It was just the exact and complete opposite. And the coolest thing about this was I had just as much fun and just as good of a set on Saturday as I did on Friday. Now, if I had my preference, if I had my druthers, I enjoyed myself more Friday night doing that set. That was more authentically me. But it doesn't mean I didn't have a good time on Saturday. Jerry and I were talking about it. It was so much fun. It was a great crowd. They were fucking awesome. They were just hot. Man, we had killer sets. It was just a fun night of comedy. They were great. Everybody was into it. They loved it. It was awesome. And everybody was so nice, and they were there it was fantastic, dude. It really was. But it just couldn't have been more polar opposite in crowds. It just could not have been more polar opposite in every way. The people, the location, the type of material that they would expect and laugh at and enjoy and all that shit. And I was thinking about it yesterday as I was just sitting around. I was like, man, that was really a cool couple of days doing comedy to really stretch myself as a performer and, some of the jokes I did in one room, I did in the other, and they both worked equally as well. And there's some jokes that I would have never done in one that I would do in the other, and vice versa. And I don't know. It was just really, really cool as a comic after 11 years to have those 2 days in a row. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool. And it also kind of got me to thinking, man, to do 2 different days like that, what would I prefer? What would I choose? And I was really like, I really would love to work in, like I did on Friday, at the Soul Food restaurant. That's when I just had the most fun. It was just a blast. What's up, Heartthrob? Heartthrob said I met Jerry Wayne at Tulsa a couple weeks back at Slade Show. Yeah, Jerry Wayne's great. Joe Bro said Jerry Wayne's good people. He's great people, man. He took me, we drove out there and back. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. So yeah, really cool, man. A lot of fun. So again, if you're a Patreon member, I'm gonna at some point I will get some of the video. I gotta download it. I will get some of the video chopped up. It might just be the roast portion of the show, and I'll try to capture because I got all the videos, so I think I can download them all. And I'll just get like snippets that'll go along with the roast. So I'm going to try to make that happen for the Patreon members. If you're not a member of the Patreon, you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/Barry on Deck. It's a great way to support the show. Make sure that we stay on air and continue to do this and provide you with a fun sports talk show that's not like the same old boring bullshit you got to listen to on the radio or watch on the interwebs. Something different, something fun. All right. So that was my weekend. Let's get to it. Come on. All right, here's sports headlines for the day. Not a whole lot in the way of things that I wanted to carve out or, make as an individual headline that I saw today. Obviously, there's a ton of topics that we need to get to and discuss that occurred this weekend as far as games, whether it be baseball or basketball. And there's a plethora of things going on this week in football with the draft coming up that we're going to get to. But and just as far as headlines go, big one right now is that the Jets are trading a quarterback, Zach Wilson, to the Broncos. That is according to sources. So the Broncos get their Wilson, and they just go from one Wilson to the other Wilson. They go from Russ Wilson to Zach Wilson. Quite honestly, I don't really know that one's going to be any worse than the other at this point. This is according to ESPN. Jets, who thought they had the quarterback position locked up for more than a decade when they drafted Zach Wilson with the number 2 pick in 2021, traded him to the Broncos on Monday. For basically pennies on the dollar is what the article says. They receive a 6th round pick, number 203 in this week's draft. So it says they receive a 6th round selection in this week's NFL draft from the Broncos, who, along with Wilson, will receive a 7th round pick, number 256. Jets and Broncos are splitting the $5.5 million due this season, with each team paying $2.75 million. Trade means that only one of the 5 quarterbacks selected in the first round of the 2021 draft are still with their team, and that would be Trevor Lawrence with the Jags. Other 4 quarterbacks, Zach Wilson, who was 2nd, Trey Lance, who was 3rd, Justin Fields, who was 11th, and Mac Jones, who was 15th, have all been traded. And don't forget, Necky Neck. Of course, he's still with the Texans, at least for now. Here's what I don't get about this trade. Well, one, I get it from the Jets standpoint. The Jets have Aaron Rodgers at 40. They signed Tyrod Taylor, so they don't need Zach Wilson. I get that. What I don't understand, if you're the Broncos, I get it that it only cost you a 6th round pick for Zach Wilson, but what do you see in Zach Wilson exactly? What are you doing? There's got to be a name. Surely there has got to be an option out there because he's not going to be your starter. There's no way. If Zach Wilson going into week 1 is your starting quarterback, you've given up. Now, I know I said this about the Tampa Bay Bucks going into last season and Baker Mayfield. Shout out to my boy Alec, who's out there serving our country. He's a big Bucks fan and a deckhead. I hope he's safe and sound. And I know I said that about Baker Mayfield and the Bucks, and hey, they made the playoffs. Go Bucks. But this ain't Baker Mayfield. This is Zach freaking Wilson. His best attribute is his hot mom. I'm sorry, but that's a fact. So I don't really know what the significance of this move is. Do you just hate having a 6th round pick? Are you just like, 6 is my unlucky number? I want to get rid of this. Like, what are you doing, Denver? It literally makes no. Are you just like, he just needs a change of scenery? Maybe not being in New York with the pressure? I don't know what it is. I don't know what you think, but what I do know is this. Hey, hold up. I just saw J-Ro in the chat. Kiss my ass, J-Ro. J-Ro goes, what's up, Benzino on deck? Kiss my ass, J-Ro, first of all. Second of all, bro, I miss you so much, J-Ro. I miss you so much. Just know, man, just know. I need my career to take off. Not because I want to be rich. Not because I want to be famous. Just because I want to be able to come and get my haircut every week. That's it. That's all. That's it. Yeah, look, Jeff Bell goes, dear God, no! Yeah, exactly. That's it. Like, what is the point? There has got to be a free agent or this is the equivalent of like if the Broncos traded for Davis Mills, right? Because we've seen what Davis Mills is. We know what he is and what he isn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what he is and what he's not. We know what Zach Wilson is and we know what Zach Wilson isn't. And there's this thing where you go, but maybe a change of scenery is what he needs to look. I get it when you say that about a guy like Justin Fields, who we've watched have some success, right? I get it if you say that about a guy like Baker Mayfield. Hell, I even kind of get it about a guy like Trey Lance, whom I'm not a big fan of, but I kind of get. Bro, don't feed me that mess about Zach Wilson. I'm not buying what you're selling about Zach Wilson. I'm just not. J-Ro said you can always come back home, bro. But every time I get a haircut, that's all hell, every time I cut it myself, I got my little mirror in the garage, bro. I'm out there. And I got your picture on my mirror, bro. I'm just cutting my hair with. I got my little straight razor. I don't know. Maybe I need to call it a crooked razor. It ain't. It's like in the movies when that dude's driving around and he lowers his visor and he's got a picture of his family right there. Me, I'm like, I miss Uncle Jay. That's what happens when you give someone a contract they didn't deserve. You scrape the bottom of the barrel. But bro, like, what do you, I understand why the Jets are doing it. I totally get that. What I don't understand is why anyone else would actually give up any draft capital at all. And I get it. It's just a 6th round pick. I understand that means really nothing. But I wouldn't even give that up for Zach Wilson. I would give that up for Trey Lance. Right? I would give CC. Cece, thank you for the 100 bits. She said for a haircut so you can see J-Ro. Oh, you're the best, Cece. I love you, boo-boo. Thank you, boo-boo. But I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I get it for a guy who's, you think, man, we might catch lightning in a bottle. You ain't catching no lightning with Zach Wilson, bro. I'm telling you, his best attribute is his mom. I mean, like, there's gotta be... we could look it up, but it's just, it baffles me. So I know our resident Broncos fan is Jeff Bell. Jeff, what do you think, bro? How you feeling about this? Who is there? I need to look up, what's the depth chart look like? CC! Thank you for the 100 bits, baby girl. She said, no, I mean, really, go see him. Well, damn, now I feel like you're talking shit. Dogging out my damn. I don't know what happened, y'all, for real. Look, we'll get back to this in a second. You see this? You see this right here? See that? I didn't have that before. This right here? See this line right here? This little, okay, I can't do it like, it's like a, but you see this? Like a line right here? I need to be like a weatherman, but there's like a scar right there. It looks like a scar, right? It almost looks like a part, right? Like if I had a part shaved into my head, which I've done before. But I don't know when that developed. The only thing I can think is, Nora was like, well, did you laser it? I'm like, what do you think? I'm fucking stupid? Do you think I'm dumb? Do you think I was just like, bzz, 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 pop? Like, no, I'm not stupid. I mean, I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. But like, you know, because I do this to try to get, I've done pretty good about getting rid of the widow's peak, by the way. The vast majority of the widow's peak is gone. I mean, I do have to still shave a little bit, but the vast majority of it is gone. But I don't know when that became a scar. That line right there, I don't know when it popped up. I guess what I need to do is like go back and pull up old videos. Because if I go back, that wasn't there before. I don't know, either that or I just have never noticed it until now. Total Dallas, thank you for the 1 bit. He said, or put on a hat. Bro, don't even get me started on your hairline, Total Dallas. I'm going to start calling you Earthquake because your hairline looks like a fault line, bro. Don't come at me, okay? Don't start with me. It looks like Michael J. Fox does your edge up, bro. Please don't. Please don't start with me. Please. Please don't. It looks... Don't. Please don't. That now would be a good time to just apologize in the chat before I go to your Facebook page and get a whole bunch of photos and just devote the next 20 minutes to your edge up. Okay? That's all I'm saying. No, I'm not going bald, Rudy Rod. You see how much damn hair I got, bro? Come on. My hair is thick as a Southern girl, bro. Ain't no way I'm going bald. There's no way. What I think it is I think it happened after COVID. Amos said you cut against the grain. The problem is, yeah, I have to cut 1,000 different ways. As J-Ro, he knows. It's like, I got 18,000 cowlicks. Like you can see, like you see this right here? This hair grows down. And then this hair right here, you see that line like that? This hair right here grows forward and this hair grows down. So you got to cut this hair up and then you got to cut this hair back. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. All of this shit has to be cut 1,000 different ways. And then like this hair grows forward and this hair grows forward and this hair grows forward. But then like this grows down. It's crazy, man. Dude, might have said, instead of filming yourself cutting your lawn, film yourself cutting your hair. Nah, bro, I do it naked. Okay. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I do it butt ass naked because then I can just walk straight to the shower. I'm not doing that. I've never noticed until now. Yeah, well, I guess I could pull up an old one. Quick, change your privacy settings. Oh, Total Dallas. Total Dallas said, I said with all due respect. That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. So I don't know what the Broncos were thinking. Let's go look at their depth chart real quick. Let's see. Broncos depth chart. Hey, what up, H-Town dude? Good to see you, buddy. H-Town dude said I cut mine after drinking a few too many times. Thankfully, it grows back in 2 weeks. Yeah. See, that's my first rule. No cutting the hair after drinking. Either that or gummies. I don't cut my hair after drinking. I don't cut my hair after gummies. Cut your hair in a hot tub naked. You'll get all the views. Shut up, Jared. Not doing that. You can train your hair, right? No, I didn't know that. I had no idea. Oh, wow. Look at that. Boy, I tell you what. Everybody better watch out for the Broncos. You better watch out for the Broncos. They're coming for you. The rest of the NFL better be on notice. Look at that. Man. Jeff Bell, baby. Jeff, you going to go ahead and get your plane tickets for the Super Bowl? Look at that. Hey, what up, Dre? What up, Dre? Jeff Bell got him on notice, man. Jared Stidham, Zach Wilson, and Ben DiNucci. Oh, come on. Wow. Deanna said they needed another Wilson. Bro, that is... Jeez. That's ridiculous, man. That's sad. You already had trash. You just went out and added more trash. Like, that's, I don't know. That's sad. So, sucks to be a Broncos fan right now. That's all I'm going to tell you. Jeff said playoff bound. Maybe in another couple years. Sean said they were just a player away a year ago. I mean, really and truly, they were really close a year or two ago. Not a year ago, but a couple years ago. Matt Ryan has officially retired. That is the other headline of the day. Matt Ryan has called it quits, folks. He has officially retired. And first person in the chat to ask me if he's going into the Hall of Fame is getting banned from this show for life. I swear to God, if you're typing right now with your little fat fingers, just start deleting. I swear to God. Matt Ryan is not going into the Hall of Fame. Delete it right now. I swear to God. Don't even start with me with that bullshit. Don't even start. Joe Pro said, I thought he was already done. Oh, he was done a long time ago. He was just still playing. Yeah, he was done a long time ago, but he was still playing. Matt Ryan, if you're asking me, Matt Ryan is not a Hall of Fame quarterback. Not at that position. He can't be. He can't be. Can he? Is he? He's not. B. Hanna said if he won a Super Bowl, Hall of Fame. Cece said, why didn't he thank Indy? He's just not. I mean, Are there quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls that are not in the Hall of Fame? Sure. Would Matt Ryan be one of those guys? Probably. I think had he won that Super Bowl, though, I think the argument would be at least up for debate. You know what I mean? Like, had he won that Super Bowl, then I would not be so quick to tell you no, and that it's just absolutely ridiculous that you would even suggest it. Right? Like, had he, won, then okay. It doesn't matter, though, Behannon. It's 1 year. I'm not putting a guy in the Hall of Fame for one good year. You know, bro, Matt Schaub had a good year. Matt Schaub had a good year. A good year doesn't make you a Hall of Famer. It makes you a good quarterback for that year. That's the problem, is we've diluted it in a lot of ways. He's had a good year. Yeah, that too. Well, and look, Sean, I don't want to fully blame Matt Ryan for that meltdown. If anything, that meltdown, that's on the defensive coordinator first and foremost. It's got to be on the defense first. Yo, what up, Awake Reaper? Good to see you, buddy. No, it's not asking if Schaub is one, because Schaub never got to a Super Bowl. But it would be asking if Schaub was a top-tier quarterback because he had one good year. And so, but it's kind of close. But no, Matt Ryan is not a Hall of Famer. It's just not. And it's not up for discussion. And I don't give a shit if he won an MVP and got to a Super Bowl. And I don't blame him necessarily for the 28-3 meltdown. I think that's more on the defense and the defensive coordinator, kind of like the Bills debacle with the Oilers. That wasn't necessarily on Warren Moon and, the Oilers offense. They gave them that lead. Matt Ryan and that offense handed the defense a 28-3 lead. They were basically like, hey, we spotted you 25, fellas. All you got to do is hold on for a half. We've played an entire season. 2 quarters is all you got to do. Maintain a 25-point lead for 2 quarters. Even if we don't score again, all you've got to do is hold them. Even if you give up 24, we win a Super Bowl. You could give up 3 touchdowns and a field goal, and we still win a Super Bowl in 2 quarters. And the defense couldn't do that, so I don't put that on Matt Ryan. I mean, all they had to do was, maybe another touchdown, a field goal. But still, you handed them a lead. The same thing with the Oilers. You hand them a lead. But Buddy Ryan and that defense went into the prevent. And that the big joke around Houston was it prevented them from winning. So, Romo's plaque would say an excellent regular season QB, but never made it to an NFC championship. Oh, hell, here goes Jet. With all due respect means you're going to say something shitty. Yeah, facts. Is anyone available to play golf tomorrow at 9:40 a.m. at Wildcat? Look at that. Come on, chat. Who's playing golf with CC tomorrow? Excuse me. Amos said Matt Ryan's biggest claim to fame is helping Atlanta get over the Michael Vick scandal by playing good enough that people wouldn't bring it up for years. You know what? Amos, that's a really good point. But Amos, at the same time, hats off to him. That's not an easy thing to overcome. And, I mean, first of all, Amos, think about just having to follow Michael Vick on the football field. That ain't easy to have to do. Those are big shoes to fill. Those are real big shoes to fill, first of all. And then in the wake of that scandal and the distraction for the team, like that's a lot. You know what I mean? So I didn't think about that, but this is a really good point. Props to him for doing that. Props to him. You, Barry. What? Oh, golf? Oh, hell, I wish. Shit, I wish. I'd love to go play golf with Cece one day. It'd have to be on the weekend, though. Hey, what's up, Deal God? Sorry to get off topic, Barry, but is NASCAR really like what I'm seeing on Twitter right now? What? What are you seeing NASCAR on? Is NASCAR really like what I'm seeing on Twitter right now? What are you talking about, bro? What you seeing on Twitter, man? What you talking about, Deal God? On my Twitter? Did I get hacked? Son of a bitch. Did I get hacked? Cece got out of jury duty? Man, Cece, some of my best jokes and like stories back in the day came from jury duty. What you mean about NASCAR, bro? Elaborate, Deal God, elaborate. Matt Ryan has way better numbers. Is Joe Flacco going to be a Hall of Famer? I don't think so. I think there'll be a bigger debate. But I don't think Joe Flacco should be in the Hall of Fame either. I mean, we can look up their numbers if you guys want, but I don't think either of them should be. That's the problem, man. Is we get enamored with putting these mediocre to above average dudes in the Hall of Fame all the time. Let's go Pro Football Reference. Let's look this shit up. All right, what's on Twitter? Let me see this. Is it bad, bro? Am I gonna be like, could I show this live? Oh shit, why is Bregman trending? Oh, everybody's pissed off at Bregman. Jeez, this is hilarious. Boy, I have thoughts on that. But you guys are going to not like what I have to say at all. I promise you that. Yeah, y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to hear it from me, I'm telling you. Astros fans don't want me to tell them about the Astros. They don't want the truth. I promise that. Let me see. So go to search bar, you said, Deal God? Go to search bar. Let me see. He said, no, don't show it. Oh, okay. Thank you. Deal God said, look up NASCAR in the search bar on Twitter. Let's see. You ever get so drunk telling you? Oh! You talking about the chick that showed her titties? Oh, damn. Hey. Hey. That's what's up. Oh, damn, there's more. Is that a chick on top of that climbing up that pole? Oh, damn, this is crazy. Yo, this is at NASCAR? Okay, this is wild. This is the best. This one dude's face. Oh, this one dude's face says all y'all need to know about what I'm watching. Oh, that is so fantastic. Hold on, let me show you this. Oh, I'm not even going to show you. I can't show you like what I'm looking at, but this, holy shit. Well, that's fantastic. My guy's just like, that's so great. Yeah, everybody go to Twitter or X. Now, be warned, there's a lot of titties. There's a lot of nudity. Okay? So be warned, if you're at work, you could get in trouble. But that is so funny. Yeah, so it's like a little over a minute of just girls shaking their ass and... Yo, my guy, I don't know if my guy's ever been out of the house. Has anybody ever gotten this dude out? No, it is not safe for work, Fidel, at all. Absolutely not. H-Town Dude said it was in Alabama. Nothing odd. Oh, okay. Look, my guy, my guy went from this to this. What? Huh? What? He saw them white girls twerking and was like, what? Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. Yeah, lots of white girls showing their titties and twerking and wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. Okay, now I ain't never seen that. Okay, let me. Now that was fantastic. Okay, now I get why he looks like this. That was impressive. Hey, what up, Perry? Perry's lurking. Appreciate you, Perry. Thanks for the lurk, homie. So here's another one. So this is the iteration. I don't know who this dude is, but he went from that to this to this. He was like, oh, look, titties. Oh my God, look what she's doing with the, oh my God. So y'all, this chick put a Mardi Gras bead in her beehole. I don't know if it's like all the way in her beehole, but it's in her crack. And it's basically looks like a tail, right? Like she's like a dog, and she is spinning. She is making the beads. She's spinning them around like a helicopter. No, it's not an anal bead. It's like a Mardi Gras bead. It's crazy. She's spinning them around. That's some wild shit. That's crazy. That's some next level shit. And now she's just twerking, shaking her ass. This poor girl, she ain't got. Her mama must be so proud. You know what's sad? Let me tell y'all something. Donna said, damn, that's talent. I know, I want to show it. Yeah, Petey Pablo style, that's right. Even Donna gave her props. Pretty damn impressive. What's impressive is that, one, you got to have if you're not shoving the beads in the beehole, you got to have enough ass to clamp onto the beads first, still be able to clap them cheeks without letting the beads fly, and spin them hoes around at the same time. That requires a lot of cheek meat. That's pretty fantastic. Yeah, that's right, Sean. This one for North Carolina. Come on and raise up. He's from New Orleans. He's seen all of that on Bourbon Street. He just wasn't inspecting it in Alabama. Oh. Jess, I just watched it. That's hilarious. That's impressive. That's impressive. Here's the sad thing. here's the sad thing, is that at some point, because it's Alabama, okay, her daddy, no doubt, is going to hop on the interwebs, be like, let me see what happened at the races this weekend. Clickety, clackety, clickety, clackety, click. Oh, some girls went and got crazy at the races. Hey, Mama, is you still here? I think she ran up to the Piggly Wiggly to grab some groceries. Mama, is you still here? It's, by the way, it's super weird that country folks call their spouses mama and daddy. That's very weird. Stop that, country people. It's very weird. Mama, is you still here? I don't hear nothing creaking in the trailer. I'm going to Google it. Girls get crazy at NASCAR race. Click. Because it starts off with these girls, they just kind of showing their titties, and, you know, there's a bunch of titties out. And it's not until the end that you don't get to the girl who puts the beads in her beehole and starts spinning them around. So he's probably not even expecting it. And then he's like, what in the fuck? That is Susie Ann. Oh my God. Susie Ann, that is not acceptable. It's Alabama, y'all. He's gonna peek, okay? It's Alabama. He's sneaking. God damn it, Susie Ann. Not okay. Jesus Christ. Could you imagine being a dad and seeing your daughter doing that? You're just like, oh my God. My baby's going to be a nurse one day. Isn't that the story of every stripper? Well, I'm just working my way through nursing school. A lot of Alabama is still pretty rural. It's possible her dad still doesn't have internet access. That could be. That could be. Yeah, she used those sphincter muscles. Yeah. Oh shit. She probably spends half her time at 24-hour fitness just doing Kegels. That's some impressive ass shit right there, boy. Anyways, go Google that. No, Google it. Go to Twitter and just type in NASCAR. Thank you, Deal God. That was a nice little deviation. I don't know who this dude is. Who is this dude? Y'all seem to know who it is. Oh, that's the Red Beans guy from New Orleans. I don't know who that Red Beans guy is. Who the fuck is Red Beans? Red Beans. Oh, I just got a bunch of recipes for red beans. Red Beans, New Orleans. Is he like a... Yeah, all I'm seeing is just recipes. Yeah, I don't know who that is. NASCAR greater than F1. Well, it is now. It definitely is now. All right, so that's our sports headlines for the day. What we've established is the Denver Broncos are stupid. We've established that. Did y'all watch any basketball? Any NBA playoffs? Playoffs? I did not. I fully intended to, and then Nora was like, yo, we have a bunch of shit to do in the yard. And so I spent all day Saturday working in the yard until it was time to leave to go do that gig in Sour Lake. And I had to meet Jerry Wayne at his house at 4:30. Left, I had to leave my house at like 3:50 because of the damn rain. Oh my God, by the way. That rain was insane. H-Town Dude said Harden had a good playoff game finally. Yeah, it was crazy some of the stuff going down, right? Jimmy Butler being Jimmy Butler. Bro, some of the storylines are pretty wild, right? Joel Embiid injury doesn't look good. Orlando's going to have to shoot better. score better. The Knicks kind of look scary, right? If the Lakers didn't steal game one, Lakers might be in trouble. A lot of good storylines coming out of the first weekend of the NBA schedule. So here is, if you missed it, we'll just look at some of the scores. Let's see. Where the heck? Okay. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, I had turned it down. I was like, that didn't make no noise. Lakers didn't steal game one, Barry. That's what I said. If they didn't steal game one, then they're in trouble. And they didn't. That's what I'm saying. If they didn't steal game one, they're in trouble. And so, since they didn't, they're in trouble. They were rolling for a bit. Uh-oh. Turn that down. Get on out of here. Yeah, they were rolling for a bit. AD had 32, LeBron James 27. But you had an opportunity at one point. It looked like, hey, Lakers might have a chance to go on the road in Denver, sneak out of there, even if you come back to LA 1-1. Ooh, nope. And if that's the case, that's going to be tough. And maybe people were right. Maybe you should have tanked and got OKC in round one. That's still a careful what you wish for scenario too, right? But OKC barely beats New Orleans. That's going to be a fun series, I think. Milwaukee gets a win without Giannis. And that's kind of a similar thing. Dame was going off, especially in the first half. I watched a few minutes of that game. In fact, I watched the end of the first half and part of the third quarter. And I got to see where there was a little dust up with Pat Beverly. Go figure. But Dame going off is no surprise. Yeah, Pelicans OKC was probably the best game of the weekend. Yeah, that's true, Perry. And that could shape up to be a pretty damn good series, all things considered, especially at a 1-8 matchup. What's wild is, I think if the Pelicans won that series, I don't think people would be like, holy shit, an 8-1 for two reasons. One, I don't think people would be just absolutely blown away that the Pelicans won. They were a really good road team, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't they have like a really good road record? Or am I just completely stupid here? I mean, I know I'm stupid. What was their road? Let's see. Yeah, they were 28-14 on the road. That's a damn good. Yeah, and minus Zion. 28-14 on the road. So I don't think, you win a couple away from home. Best road record in the league. There you go. So I don't think that would shock a ton of people. And OKC, they won the West, technically, tie breaks and all that. 33-8 at home. They were 24-17 on the road, so nothing to laugh at. And they've got the big three, right? There are tons of talent at OKC. A great story of, a team that was maybe 500 last year, barely 500. I have to pull up last year's standings, but to be able to do what they did. And so I don't think anybody would be stunned, right? And that, like you said, yeah, Perry Pels were 4 seed before Ingram got hurt, right? OKC could very easily not be a 1 seed when you look at the fact that they're separated between 1 and 3 by a game. So this is not like they were so dominant that they weren't even close to a 3 seed. They were literally a game between 1 and 3. So it wouldn't be that big of a surprise is the point. But it's going to be a fun and competitive series, I hope. And it looks like it's shaping up to be that. But that was a good game. Here's the box score if you care. Ingram had 12. CJ McCollum had 20. Murphy had 21. They played the bulk of the minutes, got the bulk of the scoring. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander had 28 for the Thunder. Williams had 19. Chet Holmgren had 15. Of course, that's their big three. And then, obviously, they played the bulk. Their starters played the bulk. And that's what you're going to see in the playoffs most often. Those rotations really shorten up once the playoffs get here. Your starters are going to play the vast majority of the minutes in the postseason, at least the minutes that count. So, but that was a good one. A couple other things. Let's see. I know that the Magic, when I saw the Magic offensively, were just atrocious shooting wise. Where'd it go? There you go. So Cleveland beat the Magic 97-83. Look at this, though. Stop it. Stop. Shush. Magic were 32% from the field. What? 32% from the field. That's bad. They were 8 of 37 from 3-point range, 21%. They were 28 of 86. That's not good. Not good at all. And so, yeah, free throws, they were 19 of 30. So Magic offensively, I think, came into the playoffs as one. Oh man, you're right, Perry. SGA. You know what's crazy is, if you don't watch the NBA a lot, and we'll go back to the Magic in a second, but Perry brought up SGA. If you don't watch the NBA a lot, if you don't really pay attention, and this year I haven't been as much, but there's some talent in the league that I don't think that people realize. There's this new guard that's kind of taken over that, man, the like SGA and Anthony Edwards, and those are two guys in particular where it's like, damn, like their ceiling is the roof. And I don't know if those guys will ever be. Yeah, Perry just said him and Ant-Man. Those are two guys in particular that if you haven't been paying attention, you may not really realize it. These are two guys that could end up being in the next year, 2, 3 years. These could be MVPs. These guys could be, I'm not going to say they're your next, LeBron types or whatever, but they're just so dynamic. They're fun to watch. They're dynamic. They're just ridiculous scorers of the basketball. I don't know if they're well-rounded enough to be considered so elite that you put them in the categories of the LeBron Jameses and the Kobes and the Jordans and stuff. I've heard Anthony Edwards mentioned with Jordan, and it's like, whoa, let's hold on a minute now. I do know you can get Anthony Edwards rattled, right? You D up Edwards, and you can force him into some bad decisions and some turnovers, and he'll get better. You know what I mean? He's continuing to improve. Boy, he had a nasty little knockdown on Kevin Durant, which is his idol. He grew up, and I grabbed. There was a gif of it that I grabbed, and it was over Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant was his idol. Was Anthony Edwards' idol growing up, and so imagine playing your idol, right? Like, a lot of us as kids, when you throw trash in the waste paper basket, some of you youngsters might have yelled Kobe, which is ridiculous. There's only one name you should ever yell when you're throwing something away: Jordan. But I know some of you youngsters came along and y'all yelled Kobe. We always yelled Jordan. That was it. You shoot something, you throw something, Jordan. Some of y'all yell Kobe. I swear to God, if some of y'all yell LeBron, I will ban you from the chat. But for Anthony Edwards, his was Durant, right? He might have yelled, KD or whatever. That was how much he loved Kevin Durant. So, and he talked about it after the game. B. Anderson, I yelled Jimmer. So getting to play against his idol was a big deal for him in the playoffs. But he knocked down, and he was feeling it. He was stroking it in the second half. And he had a big play, big knockdown. I think it was a fadeaway 3. And it was over Durant. And his reaction was so great. And what was even better about it was and Durant knows that Anthony Edwards, that he was Edwards' idol, right? Like, he knows that. And Edwards in the moment was just so, he was feeling it. And he was just talking shit. And instead of Durant getting mad, which, Durant's kind of sensitive. You know what I mean? Which, hey, I can't say that I wouldn't be either. But Durant, instead of getting mad about it, I think he kind of realized how big of a moment that was for Ant. So check this out. This was that moment for Ant when he hit that big shot over Kevin Durant. Check it out. He was like, "Yeah, let's go, baby. Yeah, I'm here all night." And look at Durant. He's like, "Damn, that was okay." That's so dope, though. Okay, that's so dope. There's a lot of ways you could have handled that. You know what I mean? You could have been pissed. But just seeing Durant's reaction on that, one, you really understand the moment. And two, you really understand that how much Durant appreciates the moment. And here's why. Because Kevin Durant has been on the other side of that moment so many times. He's been on the other side of that moment in the playoffs. Perry said, kind of sensitive? How about extremely sensitive? Well, fair enough. But he's been on the other side of that and knows what that feels like. Knows how that feels to be at home in a big moment and to knock down a shot over a superstar like himself. And I'm sure he knows, that kid grew up idolizing me and he just made that shot over me. I'd have done the same thing. You can't even be mad about that moment. I mean, he's feeling that. That's dope, man. That's dope. Sean's like, I'm very surprised he responded that way. Man, sometimes you just got to give the, credit where credit is due, man. It was a dope shot at a really cool moment, man. It was fire. It really was. And so I'm telling y'all, man, if you don't pay attention, put those two names on your radar. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Thunder and Anthony Edwards of the T-Wolves. Two guys, man, that if you want to watch two really dynamically fun players to watch, that's them. Remember a few years ago when everybody was like, man, watch Ja Morant. That dude's fun, right? You always had LeBron. You always had KD and Giannis and Kawhi, and you had all these big names, right? And there was still like the Dame Lillards and all that, right? So you knew all the superstars, but then along comes this, this young cat named Ja Morant with these electric dunks and all this other shit. And people were like, oh man, could this be the new face? Is Ja Morant the next one? And then they went off and did all his dumb shit and fell off the face. Well, I'm telling you right now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Anthony Edwards could be the new Ja Morants. In other words, they're not quite there yet, but ooh, they're close. They could be the next two guys to kind of elevate themselves into superstardom and become the new faces of the league if they're not already. They're that close and they're that talented. Do I think they'll ever be, LeBron, Jordan, Kobe-esque? I just don't think they're well-rounded enough. I don't think they have the defense or the leadership but just as far as pure scorers of the basketball and dynamic playmakers and stuff like that, bro, they're probably more like Iverson or like a Dr. J, if I'm comparing them to like older, you know what I mean? Somebody like that. Right? Even like a Larry Bird, not from a skill set, but just like that level, right? Like nobody ever, when they're ever talking to the greatest of all time, nobody's ever throwing Larry Bird's name in the mix. But he still goes down as a legend for what he did. Those might be those guys, but they're never going to be one of the 4 or 5 greatest. So, but they're great to watch. CP3, shut your mouth. Is 5.3 sec good for 40 meters in between? I'm 14 between and 5'10 and 165 pounds. Oh, bro, I have no idea. One Nux. Welcome to the show, by the way. I have no idea, dude. I haven't run a scouting combine in probably 3 to 4.5 ever. I have no idea, bro. I have no clue. One Nux. 5.3 seconds. The 40 meter of 14. You're 5'10", 165 pounds. Where are you from, by the way? Where are you from, One Nux? You put a comma in 5'3"? What are you, from Canada? Heartthrob said my kid would throw something into the trash and yell Kobe and miss. And just like, I just look up and go from Kobe to Nobi. Nice. Did you see what Lip Reader said? What Ant really said? No, I didn't. What'd he say, Amos? Sorry to take a call, but I used to yell Steve Francis. Shut up, Eric. I hate you so much. Nobody yelled Steve Francis. Get out of here. No, Perry, I think they're more dynamic than Steve Francis. I really do. I kind of see why you would say that, but I think they're more dynamic. I definitely think they're more dynamic. Damn, Mark G said, no, that isn't great. A 5'10", 40. At 14? I don't know. 5'10", 165. Okay. I mean, I'm 5'10", 208. I'm built like a running back, is what I'm saying. Sell me on rooting for an NBA team player. I give 0 fucks. Let's see. SGA is a blast to watch. Sell me on rooting for a player. Steve Francis, maybe. About the Slim Reaper. Amos. Huh? What? I don't know what that means. You haven't been watching Ant-Man. He's already the leader of the T-Wolves. Yeah, no, I know that. What do you mean? I'm not saying he's not. He's definitely the leader of the T-Wolves. That team is loaded, by the way. The T-Wolves, that's the crazy thing. I don't think people realize how much talent the T-Wolves have. That roster, the depth chart, oh my goodness. Like, look at this. And yeah, I know Ant-Man is the leader of that team, but yeah, no, I'm well aware of that. A lot of people might tell you that it's Carl. It's not. It hasn't been Karl Anthony Towns for a year and a half now, at least, maybe 2. But no, it's been Anthony Edwards. But that doesn't mean that they're not uber talented. Look at that starting 5: Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Karl Anthony Towns, and Rudy Gobert is your starting 5. That's That's deep. Nas Reed coming off the bench. That's a hell of a squad, man. That's a ton of talent. So keep an eye on the Wolves, man. Wolves might make some noise in the East. Might make some noise. So that was Saturday's games. You had Cleveland beating Orlando 97-83. Orlando's just overmatched. They're just a bad offensive team. Minnesota beat Phoenix 120-95. Now Phoenix, they're not done just yet, but they got 31 from Durant. But if I recall, Booker did not have much of a game. What did they get from Booker? Yeah, 18. You'd have to get more from Booker. And yeah, it just, you had 33 from Edwards, 19 from Towns, 14 from Rudy Gobert. But Rudy Gobert's big contribution is rebounding, block shots, defense. That's the beautiful thing about that. You're basically out there in a league where a lot of teams are running small lineups. Thanks a lot, Warriors. They were still running small lineups, 3-and-D, perimeter play. Shit. Minnesota's out running out two centers with Cat and Rudy Gobert. Between the two of them, 23 rebounds. So, how many blocks did Rudy Gobert have? Oh, shit, he had 0 blocks? That's crazy. McDaniels had 2 blocks. Wow, that's wild. I would have never guessed that. He was a plus 19 on the floor. So was Edwards. So, yep. Should be interesting, though. Should be interesting. That series will be fun. Keep an eye on that one. I think Phoenix puts up a better fight in game 2. Let's see. Time to download Twitter, Sean said. Just go to the website. Just log in on the website. He told KD, I told your ass. Oh, no shit. Just watched it on Twitter. NASCAR for the win. That white girl, boy, I'm telling you. CC said, I never thought I would add NASCAR to my bucket list. Girl. When I saw them beads, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Philly lost to the Knicks. Knicks look good. Joel Embiid got hurt again. So Maxey had 33, Embiid had 29, but Embiid got injured. I think it was his knee again. Brunson had 22. Hart had 22 for the Knicks. And they looked really good. So Knicks at home beating the Sixers. Not a huge surprise. McBride off the bench with 21. Sixers might be in some serious trouble, especially, what is the update on the knee? Let's see. Did they get an update in here? Let's see. Second quarter, Joel Embiid had to leave after appearing to re-injure his surgically repaired left knee. Embiid returned to rally the Sixers to lead the second half. Did we get an update? Protected home court. Embiid was limited to 39 games this season. Let's see. Did well when he was out there. Let down 2:49 remaining after his dunk. Be returned to start second half. Quickly turned around the game. I guess he's not sore though, so I guess he's gonna be fine. Okay. 23 surge. Philly eventually went ahead. All right. Well, I guess he's gonna be fine then. Because sometimes you'll get something like that, and then it's kind of like a sprained ankle, right? As long as you don't rest, don't take, shoe off, sock off, or whatever, you can get through the game. But then once that game's over, you're probably going to miss some time. That's what you'll see sometimes with like a sprain or certain injuries. So I guess we'll wait and see. But I think, when's their next game? Let's see. Let's look at the schedule real quick. Let's see. Tonight. Yep, they play tonight. Yeah, so they should be fine. Let's see. Any news? No. Here we go. Embiid, game time decision. Okay. Yeah. So it's still up in the air. But if I had to guess, if he finished it out, he'd probably still play. Tyrese Maxey, game time decision. Okay. Who's the spread? 6.5. Knicks by 6, or no, Knicks by 5.5. Okay. That must mean if the Knicks were favored by 6.5 and it's down to 5.5, that must mean that the prognosis for Joel Embiid is better. So keep that in mind. So that was the games on Saturday. Last one was Denver beating LA. We talked about that. Sunday games, Boston beat Miami 114-94. And remember now, Miami fighting with one hand tied behind their back. No Jimmy Butler. That's not fun. You don't want to be facing one of the best teams in basketball with no Jimmy Butler. Thank you, Total Ian. Hey, we talked about the A's, man. Their pitching staff is legit for some reason. What is going on? So Boston beats Miami, the Butlerless Miami, 114-94. And Boston will probably roll through that series. I don't anticipate them putting up much of a fight. I don't even know. When is Butler supposed to be back? Do we know? Is he gone for the whole series? I forget. I mean, I know I just had that slide. He announced Butler is diagnosed with sprained MCL will miss several weeks. Okay, yeah, he's done. He probably ain't coming back from that then. So, yeah, Boston beats Miami. Clippers beat Dallas. Where you at, Total Dallas? Harden had a pretty decent game, as somebody said in the chat earlier. I think it was H-Town Dude said Harden had a pretty decent game. Yeah, he did. Harden had a decent game, 28 to lead the Clips. Paul George with 22. No Kawhi. He rested his sore knee. Luka had 33 for the Mavs. Kyrie had 31, but boy, you just get nothing from anybody else. 14 from your three other starters combined. Look at that. One other player on the Mavs in double figures, and that's... You get 64 from two guys. You really, I get it, but you really need to see... You need to see some other players not just step up, but involved. If that's a two-man show, those guys aren't always going to be on the floor at the same time. And if they are, that's not necessarily a good thing. I don't know, man. This whole Kyrie Luka experiment, I'm just not digging it. It's just not complimentary. I don't know if you blame coaching. I don't know if you blame the superstars. But of all of the pairings or trios in the NBA, these are two really good superstars that I don't know have really figured it out. Now, you can blame the supporting cast. They won 50 games in the regular season. Where'd they finish? Let's go back over here. A little better idea here. They were fifth. They were 50-32. They were a game back of the Clippers. I mean, they should have been a better team than that. Especially with Luka and Kyrie Irving. I don't know, man. There's something about that. It's just not clicking. But I think everybody's too stubborn to admit it. Or, I don't know. It's going to be a problem. But I don't see the Mavs winning that series. I just don't. I don't see it. And that, they lose to the Clippers without Kawhi. Imagine if they get Kawhi back. Milwaukee beats Indiana with no Giannis. I thought it was hilarious that Charles Barkley was like, Milwaukee's done. And then Dame Lillard goes off. So there's that. And then last game that was played this weekend. Where'd it go? Shit. What happened to it? There it goes. Sunday. OKC in New Orleans. So there you go. Tonight's games, you got Cleveland and Orlando game 2, New York and Philly game 2, and Denver, LA. That'll be your 3 games tonight. 6, 6:30, and 9. I might, I don't know, which game am I going to watch? I might watch that New York Philly game. I don't really give a shit about Orlando, Cleveland, but I might watch that New York Philly. Maybe watch Denver, LA if I stay up that late. I might watch that New York Philly game. What I need to watch, it's playoff hockey time. Mark G, where you at, baby? Excuse me. I need to get into some of that. Yeah. What are we doing? Need to get into some of that playoff hockey. It's about time. Okay, I had this pulled up because I was gonna use it. Oh, we were gonna look at Matt Ryan and Joe Flacco. Shit, we got way off track. Let's take a look at that. Let's go. I'm on Pro Football Reference. Let's go look and see those two cats real quick. Go Stars tonight? Is that tonight? Let's see. What hockey games we got tonight? Tell you what. It's a lot of fun. For me, at least, to watch playoff hockey on the back patio, smoke a little stogie. That's some good times, man. It was fun last year. Oh, Stars Vegas. Tonight is Maple Leafs Bruins. Man, Boston put it on my Maple Leafs already. Saw that. I was like, shit. I picked the wrong team to root for. Let's go. Never mind. Perry said Ryan and Flacco. Why? It was a whole discussion. Islanders, Hurricanes is. So let's see. Monday's other games. Oh, yeah. So Stars, Golden Knights tonight at 8:30. Moneyline Dallas minus 145. Total 5.5. Maple Leaf Bruins at 6. Islanders Hurricanes at 6:30. Kings Oilers at 9. Okay. It's so funny. All of the over-unders are 5.5. That's just standard. It's kind of like baseball. Let's see. Yeah, so we were looking up Matt Ryan and Joe Flacco because I was saying nobody had better even suggest or ask, is Matt Ryan going to go into the Hall of Fame or I will ban them from the show because that's just ridiculous. And then some people were like, well, Joe Flacco won the Super Bowl because then we were talking about, well, what about if he would have won a Super Bowl, would that change it? La, la, la. I said, no. There's plenty of guys that have won a Super Bowl that, or there are guys that have won a Super Bowl that wouldn't be in the, or shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. So let's see. NFL, season. No, we want leaders, passing yards, career. Matt Ryan is 7th all time in passing yards. Joe Flacco is 18th. So Matt Ryan is 7th all time in passing yards. Ahead of Dan Marino. Behind Phillip Rivers and Ben Roethlisberger. Ahead of Marino, Rodgers, and Eli Manning. Okay. Here's why I don't put a lot of stock in that. Let's see. Let's go. Leaders. Oh, get out of here. Leaders. Let's see. I want where's the. Damn it. What is AV? What is AV? Approximate value? Oh, wow. That's crazy. I didn't even know that was a stat. Approximate value is our attempt to attach a single number to every player's season since 1960. Oh, shit. That's crazy. I didn't know this existed. So this is what every player is worth total for every game they've ever played in cumulatively. This is our attempt. That's crazy. To attach a single number to every player since 1960. Tom Brady, number 1. It's not even close. 326. Drew Brees is second. Peyton Manning, third. Brett Favre, Jerry Rice. Frank Tarkenton, Aaron Rodgers, and Reggie White, Bruce Smith, Ray Lewis, Phillip Rivers, Dan Marino. Look at Bruce Matthews. Wow. And then Matt Ryan is 14? Shut up. Get out of here. God damn, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't put his ass in the Hall of Fame. Here's why. We are in the pass happy era. We're in an era where passing the ball is prolific pass numbers are commonplace. Throwing the ball is nothing new. So if you're in the same class as guys like, Matt, if you're in the same class as Phillip Rivers or, I don't know, I see Russell Wilson. I see, like there's a lot of this whole era of quarterbacks. I mean, this is it's the problem with the Hall of Fame because we're comparing guys that are throwing the ball now to guys that to guys like Dan Marino and, Joe Montana and shit like that. That wasn't the same kind of era. And so the default is just to look at the number and go, oh yeah, he had more passing yards than all these cats. He's got to be in. I guess in a way, but also you have to just kind of factor in what this dude do. I mean, other than a one shitty Super Bowl, there's really nothing of consequence that I think of where I think of Hall of Fame with Matt Ryan. I just don't. I don't know. Let's look at his numbers. Let's look at his career. Oh, these are his game logs. No, we want his. Oh, let's go. Overview. This will have like his summaries. So he was the AP Offensive Rookie of the Year his first year in the league with Atlanta. Completed 61% of his passes, 3,440 yards and 16 touchdowns, had 11 interceptions, made the Pro Bowl. And see, again, I don't put stock in Pro Bowls. Just don't. He was the MVP. He had one good, 1 year, 2016. What's the plus sign mean? What's the plus sign? What is that? Does it say on here what the hell that is? Nope. I don't know what the plus sign is. But that was his best year, obviously. 2016. He was MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, made the Pro Bowl, and then blew it in the Super Bowl. And outside of that, I mean, there's really he had good numbers. He had 38 touchdowns that year. Yeah. That year he had 38 touchdowns. There's a year he had 35. But then, he had decent numbers. Again, he had good numbers. I'm not suggesting that he didn't. But I guess he would go into the Hall of Really Good. I don't know. He's going to end up getting in. I'm just going to be like, what are we doing? We're just putting anybody in at this point. That's what I kind of feel like. I feel like he's going to go in, and then I'm not really going to know what is this for? What is the Hall of Fame for? If guys like Matt Ryan make the Hall of Fame, then what's the point? What really is the point? I guess that's, at the end of the day, that's the question. If a guy like Matt Ryan makes the Hall of Fame, what's it for? I don't know. Am I wrong? I mean, honestly, do you guys disagree? Am I way off on this? Because I look at his numbers and I'm like, okay, yeah, they're pretty impressive. They're pretty impressive. But again, what did it gain them in all those years? What kind of accolades did he have? It's the same thing with Phillip Rivers. It's the same thing. What did that net them? Let me see. Reopen, close tab. Let me get back to that. Let's see. Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers was an 8-time Pro Bowl player, 2013 Comeback Player of the Year. But his, let's see. Chrome reset. He was 6th in MVP voting, 3rd in MVP voting, and Comeback Player of the Year once. And he's had, like I said, he had some sprinkled in some Pro Bowls in there. I don't put stock in anything as far as Pro Bowls go. Because guys make Pro Bowls when other guys don't want to play or can't play. They're injured or don't give a shit. And even said he'll probably be dead before he gets in. I feel like Rivers was better than Ryan. Huh. Let's see. So Ryan played in 234 games. Rivers played in 244 games. Can y'all see this? Let's see. So here's their stats. I don't know how good y'all can see that. Oh, Ian, I beat you to it. Beat you to it, Ian. Yeah. Woo. Got one. Suck it. Just kidding. Rarely do I get to beat Ian to a headline. Philippe Rios, always number one in my heart. What? Oh, Phillip Rivers. He said, okay. All right, good. So Awake Reaper agrees with me. That's because they never had a run game. Yeah. So here's the numbers. Phillip Rivers, 244 games. He had an AV of 218. Matt Ryan, 234 games, had an AV of 210. All right. Matt Ryan's record as a quarterback was 124, 109, and 1. So he won 124 of his 234 games. Phillip Rivers won 134 of his 244 games. Okay. Completion percentage for Rivers was 64.9. Matt Ryan was 65.6. I mean, this is damn near identical at this point. Let's see. What else? Yards. And by the way, how many years did they play? Who is this? Matt Ryan played 14 years. Phillip Rivers played 16. But number of games, ironically, because, I mean, Phillip only played in 2 games those first 2 years. So those really shouldn't count. So it was 14 years. 16. Damn, he was durable. Look at that. Once he started in 2006, he never 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, he never missed. And Matt Ryan missed 2 games, and that was it. Missed 1 game. Oh, and then 2022, Indy. But pretty reliable. Okay. Well, don't do that, Daddy. All right. Yards, Matt Ryan had 62,792. Phillip Rivers had 63,440 and averaged 7.8. Matt Ryan averaged 7.4. Ryan had 381 touchdowns. Wow. Phillip Rivers had 421 touchdowns. That's not even close. That's what? 81, so that's 19. That's 40 more touchdowns in only 10 more games. Ryan threw 183 interceptions. Oh, that's a lot more interceptions, too. Oh, my God. Are we really tracking fantasy points? Is that what we're doing, chat? So, Rivers definitely has better numbers. Granted, he played in 10 more games, but that shouldn't skew the numbers that much. 20 touchdowns in 10 games. 2 touchdowns a game. Crazy guy took the job from Drew Brees and Doug Flutie. Well, true. Phillip Rivers took the job from Drew Brees and Doug Flutie. Okay, Matt Ryan took it from Mike Vick in the middle of that shitstorm. Most TD duo all time between QB and tight end with Rivers and Gates. Yeah. Matt Ryan, though, had Julio Jones and who was his other? Who was it? It was Julio Jones. Oh, who was the other one? Was Roddy White there? Was that the Roddy White era? AJB would know. Tony Gonzalez for a bit. In Atlanta? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Roddy White. He had some weapons. He definitely had some weapons, too. Yo, AJB, Roddy White was in Atlanta, right? With Matt Ryan? Yeah, Roddy White. Okay. Not Rodney White, B. Hannon, Roddy. Damn it. Yeah, B. Short said Rivers had better weapons in fairness. Hold on now. Hold on. Atlanta had some prolific offenses with Matt Ryan. Let's not just sit here and blanketly suggest that Phillip Rivers had better weapons across the board. Matt Ryan had hella offenses. Matt Ryan had some fantastic offenses. Now, Rivers might have had a better run game year over year. Because I think he had some years in the beginning with LaDainian Tomlinson, if I'm not mistaken. What year did Tomlinson retire? I definitely did not spell that right. I didn't know he was from Rosebud, Texas. Oh, Tomlinson retired in. He's in the Chargers organization, special assistant, 2009. Melvin Gordon too. Okay. So Rivers had Tomlinson. Yes. Who was that Atlanta running backs? I feel like there was one that I'm missing that was good. I feel like Atlanta had a couple of decent running backs. Oh, shit. Now I've got to pull it up. Dag nabbit. This is a stupid argument to have. They had the kid from Rosenberg. Oh, that narrows it down. Jeez. AJB would know. Michael Turner? Yeah, that probably wouldn't be. No. Let's see. Let's just go to ESPN and pull up the stats for the team. That'll make it easier. Still can't believe Denver actually, really and truly. Let me just say this. This is how you know Sean Payton's ego is going to be the end of him. He really thinks Sean Payton. Somebody clip this. I'll clip it. Mark it. Mark it. Sean Payton is the new Bill O'Brien. There, I said it. There, I said it. Sean Payton is the new Bill O'Brien. He really thinks he can make any quarterback better. Why else would you trade for Zach Wilson? Hey, Sean. Hey, Mr. Payton. You can't make Zach Wilson better, buddy. Bring it in here. It ain't going to happen. Zach sucks. Jesus. All right. Let me go to teams. Atlanta. I'm just going to roll through some of their years. Let's go back to damn. Here we go. Stats. Years. Matt Ryan started in 2008. Is that what I said? Show did. Okay. Put my show run over there. All right. Yep, there's Turner and Roddy White. Oh, I forgot the Falcons had Norwood. Oh, 2009, still Turner and Roddy White. Okay. Are we going to get a good running back in here at some point? Nope. Excuse me. Still Turner. Oh yeah, Jenkins showed up. About time. Oh, that's 2011 postseason. Hey, finally got to the postseason. There's Tony G and Julio Jones. Roddy White, 2012, 2013. Oh, there it goes. Steven Jackson on the scene. Yeah. Good old Steven Jackson. Damn. Harry Douglas. Boy, that's a lean year when Harry Douglas is leading your team in receptions. 2014, still Steven Jackson. There, that's who I was thinking of. Devontae Freeman. Wasn't he like, yeah, okay. I was about to say, wasn't he like a lead back for a while? That's who I couldn't remember. Devontae Freeman was like a big time lead back for them for a while. Or not a while, but a couple seasons. 2016. Freeman. Okay. 2017. Oh, that's postseason. Okay. So, yeah, Freeman might have been their best running back in the Matt Ryan era. Tevin Coleman. Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, Matt Ryan definitely did not have a lot of good running backs. That is for sure. Todd Gurley for a half a year. Or no, he played in 15 games. He put up half a year's worth of stats. Oh, that was 2020. Never mind. 2021. Cordarrelle Patterson. Jeez. 2022. Boy. Y'all need a running game, bro. AJB, the Falcons have never had a good running back, it seems like. Oh, you did say Freeman? Okay. My bad. Douglas was actually decent from what I remember. I don't. Jackson was old when they got him. Yeah. Freeman was great for like 1 year. No, he had a couple of good years that I recalled. Freeman was the best overall. Hey, what's up, Phil's Utley? Good to see you, sir. Yeah, that's what I thought. Freeman was like, because I remember thinking that Freeman and at the Devontae Freeman era of running backs for Atlanta was kind of what I thought was the best era of offense for the Falcons. Because it felt like that's when their offense was the scariest. Maybe I'm wrong. But that was probably around the Super Bowl time, right? Let's see, reopen, close tab. That was 2016 was Super Bowl. Yeah, look at that. Yep. That was Julio on the receiving, was Sanu. Okay. Yep. There you go. Douglas was good for us. Okay. I don't know. Those numbers are just Phillip Rivers and Matt Ryan. You know what's going to happen? They're both going to get in the Hall of Fame, and I'm going to lose my faith in people that vote for the Hall of Fame. That's what's going to happen. Mark my words. All right. I wanted to get to this. It's sports adjacent, okay? It's sports adjacent. The best signature basketball sneakers out right now. This is from complex.com. I haven't seen these yet. I looked at like one of them and was like, oh, I'm going to save this for the chat so that we can look at them together because I don't want to be prejudiced. I don't have any preconceived notions. I want my reaction to be live with your reaction. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to look at these at the same time. Sean said it's retros or busts for me. So it's either retros or busts. So you're like, I either want retro sneakers or titties. Is that what you're telling me, Sean? That's a weird thing. Like, I either want shoes or boobs. Okay. Because I'm like, boobs every time, if that's what we're picking between. Yeah, I'm Team NASCAR every time. Okay? Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Sean. I'm with you. These new sneakers, they're just whack. I just don't like the way they look. All of the new sneakers look like they look like they were designed by the same people that design like a Fiat. I don't know how to describe it, but they have this like this design where it's like I don't know. They have like this aerodynamic look and feel, but it's like I don't know. I don't like the way they look. They look comfortable, and I feel like that's part of the problem. I feel like today's signature basketball shoe values comfort and performance over looks. And that's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. Have these people ever watched White Men Can't Jump? You know what your problem is? You rather look good and lose. Look bad and win. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. You're right. So here are this is from Complex here. And this is the best signature shoes. The best signature basketball shoes. Now this is according to Complex. This is not me telling you. This is not me dictating. This is not me saying. This is just Cisco says Sean likes NASCAR. Yeah, exactly. And Sean said, well, based on what I've heard today, I'm going to give it a chance. Shoes today are about performance, and I ain't about that. Exactly, Sean. Exactly. Exactly. I want them to look good. I don't need them to perform well. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Okay? Nobody cares. All right. Here we go. Number 10 is the Jordan Luka 2. Would you look at this? You're telling me that this is one of the 10 best signature shoes out right now. This is one of the 10 best signature shoes on the market right now, according to Complex Magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, I might be too old because this looks like trash. This looks like somebody combined a mall walker with what version of that Jordan was it? Oh, what are the let's see. Every Jordan. Oh, what was it? It was the hold on. Let me open up the shoot. Let's see. Open image. It was the Jordan. Oh, come on. I need all the numbers. Let me see. Images. Nope. No, damn it. I want all the numbers. I used to have them all saved somewhere. I'm not good at memorizing. You guys are weird. Everybody, people that know all of them, I'm like, okay, you might need to get a hobby. They're like, oh, that's the 17. I'm like, how do you know that? I mean, I know a few. I know the 1. I know the 2s. I know the 11s. I think beyond that, I don't know them all. Hold on, where is it? Let's see. Is that it? Oh, yeah, this looks like the 15? Is that what that looks like it's off of? The 14. Yeah. Those little hook things on the toe, those look like they come from the 14. But this is just awful. I don't even know how does this make this on a sneaker today? These came out in July of last year. These are $130. This is considered a signature shoe today. From Jordan brand. Boy. This is trash. Absolute trash. Yep. AJB said it's trash. Awake Reaper said it's trash. Awake Reaper said it looks like a whack-ass designer shoe. Yep. Chris from Sam Houston said I know most of them. How, bro? I know the 1s and the 2s. Oh, I do know a 3. My first pair of Jordans ever was when I was in high school. I got the 6s, but I couldn't have told you they were 6s until I looked at it. I know the 11s. That's it. I have to look at a chart to know than what I have. Because I have a 12, but I didn't know it was a 12. I have a 5, but I didn't know it was a 5. Yeah, I had to look. I had to sneak a peek. All right, that was 10. Number 9, the Adidas Harden. This looks like an alien penis. What is this? This is the Adidas Harden Volume 8. I don't know if aliens have penises, but if they did, this is what I think that they would look like. If an alien had a dong, I think this is what the alien's dong would look like. I guess. I don't know. This is really weird to me. It says the Harden Volume 8 is a Rorschach test of a sneaker. Does it look good or bad? Oh, I think I got you here on this one. I could cover that. One thing for certain, it's James Harden's most talked about signature sneaker with Adidas since the launch of his first shoe, the Volume 1. That is just atrocious. Now, I don't know if it's just the color. Cece said, I see it more of an alien vajayjay. Okay. You know what? I could see some people trying to stick their wiener in that. I could see that. Cisco said those are just like Harden. They started out making a badass show, then just kind of gave up towards the end. Well done, Cisco. Hey, what up, Uriel? Uriel Villanueva said the last ones looked like the old school Taco Bell interior. What? Where? Speaking of aliens, rest in peace to the Falcon. Hey, rest in peace to the Falcon. Amos said, where'd it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, looks like the Prada shoes everyone was wearing around 2005, 2006. Oh, them the Shaqs. Yeah, rather wear the J6s than that atrocity. Okay. 0 out of 10 from Sean. Those are ugly. I don't even acknowledge Jordans after 14s. Okay. I see you, Sean. All right, so that's the Harden 9s. Those are atrocious. All right, here you go. Number 8 on the list, ladies and gentlemen. What in the all-fired shit is this? These are the Devin Booker. These are Devin Booker's first signature shoe with Nike. It says it got off to a bit of a rocky start with his debut release going down at Art Basel in Miami, almost 2,000 air miles away from Phoenix. We all know about the drama that ensued with his Instagram comment. It was the talk of the sneaker internet for a weekend. I don't. What'd he say? I don't know what he said. Did he talk sheesh? Say talk shit? I wonder, I don't know. Interesting. As far as the shoe goes, no thanks. I will say this. It's got a bit of an SB dunk to it. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's got more of an SB dunk feel. I like the fur a little bit, not much. But I don't, it's not, not doing it for me. No thanks. No thanks. I'm certainly not paying $150 for them hoes. The Hardens are $160. I will say this has a bit of an Iverson vibe to it. Was it Iverson? Yeah. Didn't Iverson have some shoes kind of like that? Yeah. That's what those Hardens reminded me of. Iverson's old shoes. Those Iversons, yeah. Iverson had some shoes kind of like that. Not identical, but it's got an Iverson's vibe to it. But I damn sure ain't paying $150 for them raggedy ass sneakers. No thanks. I surely ain't paying $160 for an alien dick. And I'm definitely not paying $130 for an Air Mall Walker. No thanks. And what's up with the Miami Vice colors? I mean, this is all straight up Miami colors. What are we doing, Luca? Anyways, all right, number 7. Jeez. The Nike KD 17. Again. But these drop in the summer of 2024. $150. This does 0 for me. Nothing. This is the problem. This literally looks like every sneaker that has come out in the last 15 years. every basketball sneaker over the last 15 to 20 years, I guess. It really does. It's like, this is literally like every basketball sneaker combined over the last 15 years. Or, I don't know. It's just, this just does nothing. What's good about this? What's special about this? I'm sure as far as performance goes, hey, yo, what up, Skiggity Big? I'm sure as far as performance goes, this is probably a hell of a good basketball shoe to hoop in. I will say this. Take a look-see. That toe box up front right here, this little area, this little section. Oh, that's a Jordan 11. I know what I'm looking at. That toe right there, that's a Jordan 11. That sole, that's the start of a Jordan 11. Even in the back, that's a Jordan 11. That's some Jordan 11 to it. The rest of that is not. Okay. Yeah, the rest of that is not Jordan 11. But that little section right there is. The rest of this, I don't know what that shit is. That's just all garbage. But that sucks. Those one shoes above look like something Zach Morris wore. Oh, that's funny, Skiggity Big. My shoe spending limit is $49. What? Jeez. The official shoe for people that think taking your clothes off to have missionary sex is too risque. Holy shit, those are way too difficult to look at. Anyone else smell toast? That's funny. Katie might the best of them so far, I guess. It's just bleh. It is. It's just bleh. Finally something to wear with my yellow shorts. Shit. All right, that's number 7. Number 6, the Nike Jaw 1. What are we doing? I don't understand these. This does what? What this just doesn't do it. Oh, you like these, AJB? Bro. I don't know. I can't. This is number 6 on the list. It says, we don't blame anyone who's not currently that excited about the Jaw 1. The newness is worn off, and Ja Morant's standing in the NBA has made it difficult for Nike to really activate this sneaker at times. Morant's signature line kind of picked up where Kyrie Irving's left off. Coming in at the lower end of the Nike basketball signature spectrum. Lacks a lot of the fancy sneaker tech you might get with LeBron or Kevin Durant. It doesn't mean, however, that the shoe can't shine. Yeah, it just... I don't know. I don't know. There's something about like the roundness of the toe box and this, I don't know. It's just, none of this does it for me. There's just such a distinct look to these versus like the Jordans and stuff. I don't know if it's the toe. It's everything. It's the whole thing. You have to see the other colors. Okay. At least they're only 110. True. Yeah, AJB likes them though. All right, number 5, the Antakai one. Who? Oh, Kyrie Irving. Oh my God. That is awful. This sneaker's been a long time coming. Kyrie Irving became a pariah in the pandemic world when he refused to get vaccinated, and public perception was he endangered tens of thousands of people by stepping foot on a basketball court. Felt like that didn't do him any favors with employees at Nike either. Didn't help he called the Kyrie Irving. It didn't help that he called the Kyrie 8 design trash. And said he didn't approve the design. All this came to culmination when Irving posted a link online to a video that was viewed as anti-Semitic. Well, that is just ugly. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Jen said my daughter wears those because they are so colorful. Oh, the John Morants. See, now I could see some girls rocking these. Not me, though. Skiggity Big said, yikes. If I was going to end it all and jump from a skyscraper, I might wear those. Just to get a few more inches, just in case. Hey, if this 58-story fall doesn't do it, I might need a few more inches. Cisco said those are the oh shit, the shoe design is due today's ones. That's so funny. You would spend $125 on these if you bought them. And you would have paid $124 too much for them. I would pay $1 for these. And then I would give them to a homeless person who would probably refuse them. I feel like if I gave this to a homeless person, they'd be like, you know what? I'll just go barefooted. It's fine. I'll just wear boxes on my feet. He's like, can I just keep the box? Like, what, bro? I'll just keep the box. Amy said the color scheme is trash, but the design in it. But dude, the design is awful. The sole is, or the toe box. I mean, the toe box is okay if it was different colors, but this whole like sole area, I don't know what this pink thing is, but that's whack. This little oval thing looks terrible. The Velcro strap, the tongue, this is garbage. It's garbage. All right, number 4 is the Puma MB03. I just had a seizure looking at this. This looks like they couldn't decide what they wanted to do. They were like, hey, you know what? Let's go with everything. They're like, what color should they be? Yes. That's not a color. Exactly. I want all the colors. What about patterns? Yes. What do you mean, yes? I want all the patterns. Okay, but like design of the pattern. Yes. What do you mean design? Yes to design. I want all the pattern designs. Okay, what do you want on the sole? Yes. What do you mean, yes? I want speckles. I want stripes. I want flames. I want dots. I want everything. This shit is insane. When does it stop? Why? Bro, this is crazy. This is called the Puma MB03. And this is probably going to sound bad. Cece said this is like a Shein outfit. Total Dallas said check, apply all. These are the Puma apply all. Oh my God. That is so funny. Sean said I'm about to call the law on them. I'm personally offended. Oh my God. Sean said, now this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, Aaron J. Bryan said pass. Cece, am I high right now? Now, this is going to sound bad, but this is not meant to be the way I think some people are going to take this. You know what? I'm not going to say it. It's not worth it. The few chuckles that it would get, not worth it. This made me laugh in my head, so fuck it. This is like when you let a kid choose the toppings for their ice cream and they just put all of them. Nick said, don't say it. Stop. Yeah, it was. This is like a suicide fountain drink. You know what I mean? This is like when you go to this is like when you get the cup and you fill it with ice and you just start going psh, 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 psh. Then you just keep going. You just go all the way down and then you just start over and you keep going till your cup's full. And then what you end up with is this shoe. Yay, the Puma MB03. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. All right, and that's number 4 on the list. That beat all of these. How? This might be the worst one on the entire list. I would wear, I don't know if I'd wear these. I don't know. I would wear these for sure before I would wear these. I would wear these before I wore those other ones. I would definitely wear those. These might be my favorites on the whole list right now. Excuse me. I might wear a different color of these. Excuse me. Why does it say we've been bad? Truman is punishing us. I don't know. Why do you say that? What color do you want? You know the color of when you put a handful of Skittles in your mouth. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was number 4. Yeah, that was number 4. This is number 3. This is the Nike Sabrina 1. I will say, of all of them, as far as like design, this is the best so far. This is the best as far as design goes. It's got a Air Max vibe to it. I could deal with this. I would wear these. I don't know about the green and yellow. I kind of like it just because of the ducks and all that. But these are the best by far as just look of the shoe. The design. This is the, goes without saying that having a signature sneaker as a WNBA player is much rarer than it is for someone in the NBA. So this is the Sabrina 1. Its ability to transcend the WA and make it its way onto NBA courts as well. Players like Tyrese Halliburton and Drew Holiday have mixed the Sabrina 1 into their on-court rotation. Sabrina Ionescu's star power speaks for itself. Participation in Steph versus Sabrina. So, that's a pretty dope shoe. I like it. This says all of Melo's Pumas have been trash. Oh, yeah, that's true, Terrence. What's up, Terrence? Mark G would wear those. They're nice. Yeah, I mean, if they're for kids at Oregon, I guess. It's not bad because I'm sure you can get different colorways. Next LeBron Sprite Christmas commercial drops. These look like the shoes that high school basketball team wears. All right. Why does it say quack on it? Because it's for Oregon Ducks. That's why. Because you'd have to be crazy to wear it. Okay. But this is, of all of them so far, by far the best. And by the way, I bet if we look up these Sabrina 1, I bet you can get oh yeah, they come in a ton of different colorways. And you can even customize them. Oh, where did product you're looking for is no longer available. What? What? That's some bullshit. Oh, there's the Sabrina 1 quack. Whack, whack. Oh, that's different. Well, now those look different on the other side. Interesting. Here, I'm going to pop this over. Check this out. So this is what they look like on the other side. That's what they look like in the back. That's what they look like from the top. That's what they look like on the bottom. Ah, now that's a pretty dope. See, I think the colorway makes a difference too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, I kind of like that color. No. But I think with the right colorway, these are the best looking shoe. Oh yeah, that's pretty dope right there. Yeah, those are slick right there. I like those. Those are fresh. Those are dope. We have us a winner. Yeah, but you can't do them anymore. They won't let you anymore, the BOD Sabrina 1s, right? Got me into my Sab 1s. I can't, it won't let me now. These are women's. Yeah, see, I can't even get the men's. Sucks. But yeah, so those are number 3. Number 2, the Nike LeBron 21s. No. It's not terrible. Hey, what up, Alec? Good to see you, buddy. Was talking about you earlier, man. Mentioned you earlier when I mentioned your Bucks for a split second. I don't mind these. These are not the ugliest LeBrons of all time. LeBron has had a couple of nice signature shoes. What is the LeBron 20s? What did those look like? Oh, gosh. Those are not nice. Jeez. Ugh. Gross. Nope. Don't like those LeBron 20s. No. Don't like it. But that's not terrible, I guess. We have a much uglier ones. We have much uglier ones on this list. Those are not the worst. Let me see if we have, what are those, LeBron 21s? Let's see. Nike LeBron 21. Yeah, there are definitely worse ones on the list. That's actually maybe the best colorway, too. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the best colorway, at least on Nike's website. Okay, and number one, the last one. Oh, what the fuck? Not even close. The Adidas AE1. You probably knew this was coming, but don't overthink it. The Adidas AE1 was the only choice. Anthony Edwards' debut signature shoe didn't just single-handedly renew the energy around Adidas basketball, but basketball sneakers at large in 2023. First and foremost, it helped the guy wearing the sneaker every night is a walking highlight reel. Make no mistake. Okay, now I'm not going to lie. I don't like this, but as far as the shape of the shoe, we're getting back to what an old school sneaker used to look like. So that in that regard, yes. It's got an old school shape to it. But all that rubbery shit, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But that don't do it for me. I don't know what that is. Let's go to the Adidas website real quick. Let's go see if we can find. Nope, that's men's. Oh, men's shoes, basketball. Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. Georgia red clay basketball shoe. Oh, AE1. Here we go. What the fuck? Yo, that's crazy. Okay, so this is this is wild. All right, so this is the one. Oh, now see, now that whole thing wraps around, but that shape, the shape of the shoe is the shape of an old school sneaker, except that bulbous knot on the back. I don't know what that is. Yeah, that bulbous knot has to go as well. But it's got the design, the shape of an old school sneaker. So hopefully they'll get rid of that dumbass rubber thing, whatever that is. I'm not digging that. Yeah, I don't like that. But, oh, that ain't bad. I'll be interested to see what else they come out with for him, if they stick with kind of that shape. So, yeah, there you go. Those are literally Jordan 15s. They remind me of the Nike Andre Agassi shoes. Time to drive. Great-ish show. I'm just not a basketball sneaker guy. Peace and love. Hey, no worries, Mark. Love you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. I only paid money for my workout shoes, the Adidas Ultra Boost. Nothing else, though. Oh, yeah, dude. Ultra Boost CC are the best. The best. Those are badass shoes for people that don't have feet. What? What? Adidas running shoes are pretty dope. Those, Yeah, the Ultra Boosts. Oh my God, they're so comfortable. So comfortable. Yeah, the Ultra Boosts are the titties. I'm not going to lie. I love me some Ultra Boosts. If you're going to get a running shoe, it gets you an Ultra Boost running shoe. If you're getting Adidas. Super comfy. Holy shit, the show flew by. Yes, it did, Joe Pro. Hey, what up, Time Hugo? All them Adidas look like Kanye had some input. A little bit. I'm guessing the kids like all of these days. No, I wouldn't say all of them, but a lot of them. That's for sure. That is for sure. All right, kiddos. There's another edition of Barry on Deck. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. We didn't get to my one non-sports story, so we'll do that one tomorrow. Hey, Alec, buddy, I hope you had a good weekend as well. I hope you're safe and sound out there. I saw you left a message. What'd you say? You better get Jackson Powers Johnson. Never know in a draft, famo. You never know in a draft. We're going to go over some draft stuff. I don't have a guest planned yet for tomorrow, but I am going to effort one. I am going to try to get a guest booked for tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to try to get a draft expert or not. I have Kim Davis joining me on the show Wednesday. She's a sports person. Carolina Sanchez is going to join me on Thursday. I'm going to try to move Trey to May 1st. So I'm going to try to get a draft person for tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, or an NFL person. I don't know. And then hopefully what I can do is I'm going to try to get Indy Clue to come back on maybe after the draft next week. See what happens. All right. There you go. Hey, man, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. A lot of fun today. Let's see. Can we find a... Oh, my boy Bash is on. We got to raid Bash. Y'all go show Bash some love, man. Bash is always showing us a good time, showing me some love, showing the channel some love. So deckheads, go show him a little bit of love and hang out with him on stream for a little bit. I know the inclination is to raid and bounce out, but hang out with him for just a second, would you? Just 5 or 10 minutes. Show him some love. All right? And for those of you on YouTube, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. If you're on Twitch, hang out with Bash for a bit, please. All right? All right. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Until I see you tomorrow, do me 3 favors. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. See you tomorrow. Bye! Say hi to Bash for me. All right, here we go. Raid start in 3, 2, 1. Behannon, hang in for the raid. You have to opt in, Behannon. You have to opt in, sir. You better opt in. Bye, y'all. And he's making a YouTube video.